grade 3s and parents, today's lesson is a language lesson and I'm going to teach you to take sentences from the future or the present tense and change them into the past tense. Now this can get a little bit complicated and I want you to practice this as much as you can, because when we get back to school you're going to have to know how to do this. So we are taking sentences from the present tense and moving them into the past tense. I'm going to take sentences and use them as examples to show you as I teach you how to move sentences from the present or the future tense to the past tense. If we look at our sentence, die kat is vet. The cat is fat. Now we want to change this into the past tense. So English, we would go, the cat is fat, the cat was fat. Now it stays the same in Afrikaans. Is changes to was. So whenever you get a sentence and they say change it to the past tense, the first thing you look at, is there a is in my sentence? Die kat is vet. Yes, there's an is. Now I take my is and I change it to was. Is changes to was. Die kat is vet. Change my is to was. Die kat was vet. That's very easy. Do you see that? Let's do another one. Ons is by die skool. Is changes to was. Ons was by die skool. Very easy. Mama is kwaad. Change it to the past tense. Is changes to was. Mama was kwaad. That's very easy. Now looking at the next few sentences, they might seem a little bit more complicated, but they really aren't if you just follow the rules. Now parents, I want you to ask maybe to write the rules out for your children or type them out and put them next to them or put them on the fridge or wherever you do homework together. Put them next to your child so that your child can see the rules and refer back to the rules when changing sentences into the past tense. Now I'm going to take the sentence, ons speel buite. We are playing outside. Now we want to change that sentence from the present tense to the past tense. But if we look at it, it's got no is. So I cannot change is to was because there isn't an is. So now we have to look at something different. So the first thing you're going to do, look for an is. Is there an is? No. The next thing you do, look for your doing word. Find your doing word. And in this sentence, our doing word is speel. Very important. Now we found our doing word. The next step, move your doing word to the back. So what I normally do is I cross out my doing word and I make an arrow to the back to remind myself to use the doing word at the end. So look for is, there's no is. Look for my doing word is speel. Take my doing word, move it to the back. Now that it is at the back, you have to put something where your doing word was, otherwise your sentence is not going to make any sense. So now where your doing word was, you put a het. Het. Now at the end, you have to add a G and an E to your doing word. Ge. And it has to be one word, otherwise in an assessment it counts as a spelling mistake. So it has to be one word, so it changes to gespeel. Let's go through the rules. This might sound a little bit complicated, so let's go through the rules again just to help you. Number one, is there a is? No. So what's the next thing I do? Look for my doing word. What is my doing word? Speel. What do I do with my doing word? I move it to the back. I have to put something where my doing word was. What do I put there? Het. At the back, I have to put something to my doing word. Ge. So it goes, gespeel. Now my sentence says, ons speel buite. Ons het buite gespeel. Do you see how easy that was? It sounds very complicated because there's a lot of steps to remember, but the more you do it, the more you will get used to it and the easier it will get. Let's try another one. Mama bak koek. Mom bakes a cake. What's the first thing I do? Look for an is. Is there an is? No. What's the next thing I do? Look for my doing word. What is my doing word? Bak. What do I do with my doing word? You have to move it to the back. Now I have to put something where my doing word was. What do I put? Het. What happens to my doing word at the end? It gets a g. Mama het koek gebak. And remember, gebak would be one word. Otherwise, it counts as a spelling mistake. Do you see how easy that is? It's not difficult. Let's try another one. Die hond byt die kind. The dog bites the child. Die hond byt die kind. What's the first thing I do? Look for is or is. Is that there? No. What do I do? Look for my doing word. What is my doing word? Bite. What do I do with my doing word? Move it to the back. Okay? Now what do I have to do where my doing word was? I have to put something there. What do I put there? Het. What happens to my doing word at the end? I have to put a g. So it becomes gebyt. Die hond het die kind gebyt. Do you see how easy that was? I'm going to do one last one and I want you to give me the rules. Parents, you can help your child if your child maybe struggles a bit. That's why I said write out the rules and have it next to you to refer back to the rules. So let's do the next one. And little ones, I want you to now tell me the rules and maybe write your sentence down as you go to help you do it. Let's take the sentence. Juffrou skryf op die bord. The teacher writes on the board. What is the first thing that you do? You look for is. Is there an is in this sentence? No. What is the next thing that you do? You look for your doing word. Then you have to move your doing word to the back. Good. Now after that, what do? You have to put something where your doing word was. What do you put there? Het. What do you do with your doing word at the back? You add a g. Geskryf. Die juffrou het op die bord geskryf. Do you see? It is very easy. If you do not understand this, please ask mommy or daddy to send me an email so that we can make a plan that I can help you to understand changing sentences from the present or the future tense to the past tense. I want you now to take your lesson plan, and there are lots of sentences on your lesson plan that I want you to change from the present tense to the past tense. All of them should have an is or a doing word. So if they've got an is, you have to change is to was, and if they don't have an is, you follow the 5 steps that we just spoke about. Please email me if you are struggling, and then I can help you. Remember your rules.